let's talk about the food we had on the Mysore trip. So the first day we tried the famous Hanumandu Hotel, where it's famous for its mutton pulav. It was not very crowded, but they do close by 9 and they switch off the lights by 9. We were fortunate to get the mutton pulav. It's similar to a donne biryani, which you find in Bangalore, but the taste is a little different and you can't just stop eating even if you are full. We kind of had ordered half. For mutton pulav, like half each, but still we couldn't finish it. This is the ambience. It's a small hotel. It's really hard to find the original one, so make sure you go to the original one. Next, we went for original Mailhari Dosai, which is Vinayaga Hotel. We reached there around 8 a.m., so there was not much crowd. We just didn't have to wait for a long time. This dosa is so different from any dosa I have ever tried. The masala is so yum. They make it in butter, and they keep serving how many ever you want, and then you just have to pay in the end. The masala is like so sweet, so tasty, and they just have masala and idli, masala dosa and idli. They're not on nothing else. But small hotel, small space, but yum food. After we got down from there, we kind of figured out they have a new Vinayaga hotel also just nearby the place. And when we were getting out, the queue actually had increased so much and the parking space was not available. But we were fortunate to find parking when we reached. But if you're planning to go, park your car somewhere else, take an auto and go. That's better. But do check this out when you're in Mysore. It's a must try. Next, we went to Guru Sweet Mart. This is where the Mysore Park was originally invented. It is right in between a market which is near palace grounds. So we parked our car in the palace grounds and then took an auto. The experience was not so nice. The person sitting in the counter is very rude. You have to always have cash in your hand. And the Mysore Park itself was not really worth the wait and the rude behavior, I would say. But that's okay. It was an experience. You can actually go try it. If you want to see, what was originally made. Apparently, there are two kinds: one the hard kind, and then the one which is made of ghee. But we didn't get the initial original one; it was out of stock. We got the ghee one, but then after packing, when we reached our hotel, it was leaking and all that. So not a very good experience. So I wouldn't suggest trying this place, but yeah, if you're curious to know, yes, please go. And the market itself is nice. We had lunch in a hotel nearby our hotel that we were staying. The restaurant was nice. It's called Seasons. The seafood is amazing. So I ordered a fish thali, and I was not expecting much out of it, but the fish was so fresh, so yummy. The curries were like so good. I was pleasantly surprised, and I after this meal I actually planned my dinner also in the same place, and we kind of had evening snack later that day at the same place as well. So but then so this whole meal was so good. And I would really suggest their seafood. So this is our evening snack, which we were hungry, so we had a prawns ghee roast, which was prawns Malabar, Mangalore ghee. I am so obsessed with my Malabar stuff. This is Mangalorean ghee roast, prawns ghee roast with neer dosai. We just had it as a snack. We shared one neer dosai sort of. And we had dinner with some noodles, some chili, chicken, and kunafa. I actually loved their kunafa. It was perfectly crispy, not extremely sweet. It was a really good experience having that kunafa there. So, and they serve it well also. They actually cut it for you and serve it for you, so you don't have to struggle cutting it or serving it. It was actually nice. It was a perfect end for my evening. I loved it. So the whole experience with Seasons was good. But of course they don't have any snacks, sort of like rolls or sandwiches. This is Hotel RRR. Again, it's famous for mutton pulav. The mutton pulav was so I've not covered it much. The next day for lunch we went to Lalita Mahal. So we wanted to see Lalita Mahal anyway, because KGF was showed there, and this is like a hotel actually. So you have a restaurant there. So when we thought like, okay, might as well have our lunch there. So they have live musician in the their restaurant. So the experience is really nice. It was a buffet, so there were a lot of options, mostly vegetarian. The non-vegetarian option was, I think, there was like only three options for non-vegetarian. But it was an okay buffet, but the experience was nice. Like, imagine eating in a palace. So that's exactly the reason we tried it. So it was fun. It was fun. Totally worth the money. On the way back, we kind of stopped at a restaurant just for some coffee. But then later we realized it's near our Rasta Cafe. The ambience is amazing. I didn't like the mocha latte much. It was not so nice, but the cappuccino my husband had was good. But the ambience is worth it. Nice music, nice crowd. The whole space is well made, and they have paintings around, lightings around, live fires that they have kept around. So and it's very difficult to find seating inside. We had to sit outside actually. But yeah, it was a nice break, for the whole ride. You have to get down from the express highway, but they have boats and all that, so it's easy to find. I think it's called Filter Cafe and Kitchen. A really nice place if you want to take a break when you're on the way from Mysore to Bangalore. So, do check this out. Or even, you can drive from Bangalore. It's near Rasta Cafe anyway. So, you just can go for you know, date night sort of, or a long drive. They are open till 5 a.m., I guess. So, it's not a bad idea to drive from Bangalore there, have some dinner, come back, right? At least for the ambience, it's worth it. It's a nice romantic space, seriously good for a date with your partner. So please check it out. This is, concludes my whole trip to Mysore. At least, the food journey was fun. I got to try some really famous stuff in Mysore, especially I love the Mailadi Dose. I would definitely go to try it again. And Hanumantu Pula was also good. So yes, let's wrap it.